Hickok 45 here with a good old Beretta 92, right? 92 FS. This firearm has been used all around the planet, I think, for military, police use, and it is dearly loved. It is a beloved pistol by many folks, and I kind of like it myself, I have to admit. Yeah, I don't give it enough love, but I do like it. I really do. And I'll get that mag later. I have some others. This is a very, very popular pistol used by the U.S. military, adopted in about 85, right? And used up through 2017, 18, depending on how quickly that the new SIGs got into people's hands. But yeah, it's probably used somewhere still in the U.S. military. I don't know, maybe not now, but things happen slowly sometimes, right? The transition. But it's been a good pistol. I've had one for a long time. And you see the title, From Battlefield to Bullseye. Just a quick little reminder that pistols like this and many others, whether it's 1911s or others, they have lots of uses depending on what's on them and how they're configured. This is just your basic duty gun, more or less. There are police officers right now, as well as military personnel, but police officers carrying this exact pistol as I speak and as they watch, right? As you watch, this might be in your holster where it was today, this very pistol. And reliable, there are a couple of things that are not my favorites about them, like the safety decocker position, that sort of thing. As you all know, you get tired of me talking about it, right? And I'm not crazy about the double single action. I can get used to that. But by and large, great pistol, great pistol. Well, so anyway, today's quick topic is mainly about how this pistol could also be a competition pistol. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples here I have on the table. I want to thank the people that help us out. Of course, Silencer Central. They do one thing really well. And you've seen the Banish lineup here in many, many videos. They're very good at making those things. And then Gallery of Guns, Davidson's Gallery of Guns. They have the lifetime guaranteed replacement policy with their firearms. And I happen to have a couple on the table we'll talk about. So we really appreciate their support. Also, SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. They are wonderful at distance learning. You can take all kinds of courses through them. Firearms technology, learn to work on firearms, information, just getting a degree in firearms technology, and then of course drone technology, you name it. And yeah, like I said, I got these borrowed from Gallery of Guns. I was at the SHOT Show and saw these. I think it was this one especially. And so, hey, we need to shoot one of those. I don't do enough competition guns. And of course, now that they are a major sponsor, there's no trouble getting one on loan. So that worked out pretty well. So again, an example of how a normal duty pistol, what you would think of as a duty pistol, plain Jane pistol of some sort, can be configured into something that is a little different. In fact, quite different, right? Look at this thing. I don't know which one you want me to shoot. Let's shoot the red one. Okay, I didn't shoot the other one. May shoot them both, but have I shot this one yet? I might not have. I don't know. But they sent both. That was cool. So you have a Beretta variation that has some really nice enhancements for competition. This is you can take a duty pistol, and to make it a competition pistol, there's some desirable characteristics that most competition shooters want, okay, especially for an open class, an unlimited class, okay. There are things such as like a duty class where you compete with the firearm you carry, or a stock gun. There's that as well. But as far as race guns, competition guns, where you can have a compensator and that sort of thing, where it's more unlimited, then you like generally a little more weight. Maybe this has a steel frame. You like maybe a compensator, maybe better sights. Maybe you want an optic sight. This one you put an optic on it too, right? Then you got fiber optic on the front here as it stands. You got a nice trigger. Yeah, boy, do you. Your breakdown button's a little bigger there. Just a more convenient operating pistol. Mag well, when you're ready to reload it, it's just easier to hit that right there, okay? Quicker. So some of those make these just more shootable. Now, watch me try to shoot it and not hit anything. Now, I gotta be careful. You notice this one has a gold trigger. By the way, this is the 92XI. It's called the 9211. Get it? Kind of like a 1911. The safety is on the frame like a 1911. It's single action only like a 1911. Okay, so 92XI. Thing you got to be really careful though with these two. They're the same gun essentially, but different grips and trigger colors and that kind of thing. Just dressed up a little bit. However, you got to make sure you get the base pads correct. If I use the gold base pad magazine in this one, no way it would work, right? No way that would fire because your colors mismatch. Wasn't that funny? All right, before I take a shot, let me thank Alabama Holster for their support of the channel. The most wonderful Kydex concealment holsters on planet Earth. How's that for exaggeration? Well, it's not an exaggeration. They're really well made. I love them. I've been using them a long time. Appreciate their support. So let's shoot this thing. Let's see if it works. I've been saying how it's easier to shoot well. Well, I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, see, I got the 2-liter and the Cowboy with one bullet. And we'll shoot Clyde. You just can't miss. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? Why in the world did I say that? So it's designed, now I don't mean to show off. There are people who can shoot so much faster than I can or better than I am, but with a gun like this, you can just kind of smoke. At least you feel like you're really smoking. You know what I mean by that. Not tobacco, but you're just really banging away and hitting targets quickly. And as I always say, a competition gun, a heavy one, and there's others that make great competition guns, you know, heavy, great triggers like this. You actually, I don't know if you become a better shooter, but you can impress yourself. Let me put it that way. If you can shoot, for example, a stock gun like this, or a Glock, or Sig, you name it, because most companies make a competition version. If you can shoot the basic duty gun pretty well, you put their competition models in your hand, and guess what? You can shoot them better. You can probably shoot them more accurately. You can shoot them faster, probably, and there was something else I was going to say. Well, anyway, you can shoot them more accurately and faster. That's enough, right? If you're competing. Let's see if we hit the gong with it. Oh no, I got a red sight on a red target. Does that work? Slow down. There we go. And what else needs to be shot? Oh, I see something. That propane tank down here. You can just crank them out with this thing. Let me shoot something where I don't have to have a clear sight picture. Like, oh, I don't know. Well, that propane tank. Let me get a little closer. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it makes you a better shot. It makes you a better shot. The compensator keeps the muzzle down, and you got a wonderful trigger. And so that's why I say from battlefield to bullseye, you know, battlefield to bullseye, you can hit the bullseye with no trouble. And you know what? I didn't hit the bullseye. Let's put one bullet in here. Now this is going to be pressure. I'm going to see if I hit the bullseye in keeping with the title. There we go. I hit the bullseye with that one bullet. Anyway, pistols can be, a duty gun can be made into a pretty good competition pistol. The Beretta itself, in stock format, just has a empty brass, has a good feel. I've always loved the feel of it. You know, and I think most people, even with smaller hands than mine, like the feel of the Beretta 92. And of course, you get that with this type of firearm. And you get a party firearm, it's Cerakote and all that kind of thing with special grips, and set up for competition. So some of you might not have been aware of that, but the same firearm can work very well in the battlefield, as well as the match battlefield where nobody is shooting back at you, right? So I thought y'all might want to know about that, and give me another chance to play with these fast shooting pistols. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.